Joining me now, what to make of all of this, Director of Heritage Foundations, Margaret Thatcher Center for Freedom, and Foreign Policy Advisor under Margaret Thatcher, Nile Gardiner. Now, I know I'm talking about like all the ceremony, but that is what, when you have an official state visit, this is one that President Trump is only the third U.S. president to participate in such a formal state visit. The ceremony is a big deal.
It is indeed. It's a very big deal. And as you mentioned, President Trump is only the third U.S. president to receive this honor. And so for the U.K., this is a huge visit. And I think a very important visit at a crucially important time for the U.S.-U.K. special relationship as Britain prepares to leave the European Union, and also as Britain prepares for a new Prime Minister who will come in late July as well. So I think in many ways the timing is absolutely perfect for this visit. And already I think the President's off to a flying start with a series of statements regarding Brexit, but also responding to some of the unpleasant comments made by the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. So I think that President Trump certainly is in a very fighting mood here, and I think the advice he's giving the British people and the British government is extremely important and very, very timely.
Now, I read that op-ed by Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, last night, and the title of it is, "It's un-British to roll out the red carpet for Donald Trump." And it is full of some great vitriol, if you will. I'm choosing my words carefully here. And the president, of course, pushing back on Sadiq Khan this morning. He tweeted this: Sadiq Khan, who by all accounts has done a terrible job as mayor of London, has been foolishly nasty to the visiting president of the United States, by far the most important ally of the United Kingdom. He is a stone-cold loser who should focus on crime in London, not me. Khan reminds me very much of our very dumb and incompetent mayor of New York City, de Blasio, who has also done a terrible job, only half his height. In any event, I look forward to being a great friend to the United Kingdom, and am looking very much forward to my visit, landing now, exclamation point. UK Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt also weighing in on the political feud, as well as the protests over President Trump's visit. Now listen to this, and I'll get your reaction.
You know, what is really inappropriate is for anyone to boycott a visit by the President of the United States. By the way, this is a state visit. This is not a political visit. He's being hosted by Her Majesty the Queen to mark the great friendship between our two countries. When you look at the state of the world today, Adam, and you look at an increasingly autocratic China, an aggressive Russia, the world actually wants the UK and the US to be friends, to be working together. And that's what we're doing, and that's what we're celebrating on this visit.
Now, what do you think would be the reaction to the Sadiq Khan opinion piece by the great people of Britain?
I would expect, actually, that most British people would fundamentally disagree with Sadiq Khan. After all, Sadiq Khan is a far-left socialist mayor of London. He's very unpopular. He is also somebody who I think has real anti-American sentiments. He's also very hostile towards Brexit as well. He's a deeply unpopular figure, of course, with British Conservatives, and you're going to see a lot of pushback actually from British Conservative leaders in the next 2 or 3 days against Sadiq Khan. But also, I have to say that Sadiq Khan's comments were absolutely hugely insulting, actually, towards the US president, who represents the American people. And after all, large numbers of Americans gave their lives in World War II for the freedom of the whole of Europe. And I thought that Sadiq Khan's comments were deeply distasteful, especially at a time when the United States, Great Britain and the whole of Europe is remembering the sacrifices made by US, British and Allied forces to defeat Nazi Germany 75 years ago. In the Normandy landings. And so the timing of these remarks by the London mayor, hugely distasteful, inappropriate, and I think that he's also a failing mayor as well, who is seen by many here in London as someone who simply isn't doing his job.